What's going on, guys? It's Jed back here with a little Call of Duty video. Ended up seeing this today and we're like a day and a half or so away from Black Ops 6. Didn't feel like turning my camera on just to go and read some posts, but basically I've been getting tagged a whole lot in this because quite the history back and forth with Activision, and I guess people wanted me to blow up on this whole thing. So I've been hearing people say that this is pay-to-win audio. So leading up to Black Ops 6, everybody is generally really positive about Black Ops 6. I see a lot of excitement. I don't see a whole lot of people talking really badly. It seems that the zombies people are appeased, along with the multiplayer players. Warzone will get its update and everything. All the camo challenges will begin. People will be finding the meta and stuff. People are excited. But now we got a negative here. I mean, no matter which way you spin it, this is not a good look overall for Activision. So Charlie Intel tweets, there's some tweets about, quote, paid, end quote, audio in Black Ops 6. Some details. Now, there is a reason why he quoted the paid, but we'll get to that. Embody, a third-party audio company, partnered with Black Ops 6 on a special audio feature. The universal profile is free for all players to use in the game settings. Embody is also offering a customized profile for people who want that for $20 in-game. So just reading the little summary here, it already says that the universal profile is free, but there is a better customized version of it for $20. So this is not a requirement, right? So offer it, people already have access to this, but it's not a specialized profile, which I think is what people are considering pay to win, because it's $20 to get a more customized profile, which could potentially be better for overall audio experience, and not experience as in like how it's highlighting here, immersion. Not so much immersion. The main thing that people do, there's a whole bunch of people that do things with audio profiles already with loudness, EQ, and other things like that will basically change the entire audio on your PC to be able to hear the frequency that footsteps are at consistently, and even make it so the overall gunshots and things like that are much quieter. I've heard some of them that straight up you can almost only hear the footsteps and nothing else, and the footsteps are incredibly loud. People already do this, but this is a $20 thing in-game. Apparently, from what I know, Xbox also has something from Dolby that is a very similar thing, and theirs is like $10. So let's just read about it. Embody, personalized spatial audio. Mission immersion, universal profile. Available to all players for free, universal profile is your entry vector to a deeper level of spatial awareness and accurate 3D sound. Call of Duty with their audio has a very, very long history, all the way down to the design of the audio, how loud is the audio, the perfect balance of like whether perks should completely shut off the footsteps entirely, only reduce them. Are there perks that can go and mess around with different levels of audio? Are there certain settings that people already have, like the headphone settings versus the home theater setting? Some people playing on crunch low. There's all sorts of tricks and settings that people do already as is. And to be honest, I feel like they already are enough. Overall, I don't think the audio is completely impossible. Now, after playing the beta for Black Ops 6, I will say that the footsteps were not incredibly like overly loud like it was Modern Warfare 2019. But again, that was only the beta, and we have no idea how Ninja is going to affect this whole thing, or if they've made any adjustments overall to the footstep audio as is. It could be substantially loud, it could be more accurate, it could be less accurate. We'll just have to see. So a lot of this stuff, a lot of people are jumping to a whole lot of conclusions here. Turn on enhanced headphone mode and the sound settings in Black Ops 6 and start playing with any headphone or earbud. Free to all players. But then we have the personalized profile. This is the $20 profile. So corny. Take your tactical hearing to the elite level with a personalized profile. With the highest level of directional accuracy, every explosion and footstep is balanced with unmatched precision in the 3D sound world. So it just says that's basically, this is our more highly tuned universal profile that we already have, which is a different profile altogether from just the already base audio that is in the game with already their own settings anyway. Create your personal profile in the enhanced headphone mode configuration. Try it for free for 30 days, then unlock by clicking the Get Immersed Game Pack button with a one-time payment of $20. You can buy it for Steam, you can buy it for Battle.net, and you can also buy it on console, it shows right here. I don't even know how popular that Dolby thing is, so let's see how people are reacting. Hunter says, we need a creator that's not biased because they want to sell their own audio settings to make a video on how useful this is if you pay for it. Tactical Brit, selling better audio in a game that checks notes, has historically had horrific audio, is certainly one of the decisions of all time. Yeah, so even coming down to like even discussing if it is paid to win to begin with, it's just a stupid thing. There's no way that they would have any actual positive feedback from this. Whether people interpret this correctly or incorrectly and overreact to it, maybe it's not going to be that crazy or whatever. And also, some people are kind of exaggerating a little bit, saying that like we need to pay in order to have good audio now. We don't know that. We don't know if this is even good. We We also have no reason to assume that the already decent audio that we already experienced in the beta is all of a sudden just complete trash. Now, I play on PC, I can do all that loudness EQ stuff. I don't do that, and I hear shit completely fine. And again, we don't know how Ninja is gonna affect this shit. Oh yeah, here we go. It's basically the same thing as Dolby Audio on Xbox. That's $10. Yep. Pay to hear, great. See, it's things like this where it starts getting misconstrued. It is not paying to hear. And again, I am not defending this. I'm not gonna pay for this. I probably wouldn't recommend anybody else to pay for this, especially just looking at it. Somebody will bite the bullet and test it, and you can decide for yourself. Paying to hear is, you're stretching it a little bit. You can obviously hear. People could already play the beta for free. The audio was good. The audio was not notably bad in comparison to other years that we've had. Now that can change. It can get worse, it can get better, or it can stay the same. But with that said, we can absolutely hear without paying, okay? Never thought I'd see this in my life. People that paid for the Vault Edition should get this. Paying for freaking audio in a video game, that's absolutely wild. I mean, again, they're not gonna get any good feedback on this. Like I said, it's just baffling to me. This is like implying that there is no audio in the game unless you pay for it, which is just, it's not true. Someone explain like I'm 5. Basically, there is this ice cream bar that is free to everyone, but you can spend a bit extra to get some exclusive toppings you can't get otherwise. But also, it's that you get exclusive toppings that you're not even aware of if they're even good or not yet. That's the other thing. It's like more like a mystery exclusive topping that could completely ruin your ice cream, because you don't know if they're gonna put some, you know, chocolate syrup on that shit, some strawberries, something that's good tasting, or start tossing anchovies on that shit. We don't know. But you have to assume that if you're paying $20 for it, again, that's a lot of part of the marketing as well. People have this picture in their head that the worst audio that we can have is the default audio now. Then the universal free one is better from Embody. So you are already getting involved with their whole audio changing thing. And then the next step up above that is your personalized profile, which again, we don't even know if that is actually going to make anything better or worse. It really depends what you would even consider better or worse. From the competitive aspect, being able to hear footsteps and important sounds would be the things that you would want to concentrate on. Whereas other people that are looking for immersion, they just want to hear the highest quality of everything they possibly can for like a theatrical experience, people would prefer certain sounds in certain points in time. Would love to be able to go and hear footsteps better. I would not, however, want my game to sound like I'm trying to put my ear to a tin can that's on the ground to hear people come. I'd rather just have the default thing, especially since I'm a content creator. It would not be a good viewer experience, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't want to hear it on other people's shit. I have to assume that others could feel the same way. You gotta appreciate the hustle. Let's look at the quote tweets here. Pay to listen is crazy. You know that's an exaggeration. Now, if this shit comes out and it's absolutely god tier and everybody that can pay the extra $20 is just absolutely annihilating everybody, yeah, that's probably the worst case scenario for the community. Also be best case scenario for Activision. They might just keep doing that. And who knows if other games will follow suit. I don't think this is a good thing to introduce overall. Personal, and to officially partner with it is baffling to me. Now, obviously, it's already out here in the wild. People are already doing it on PC anyway. They have been for years already. But also, people wouldn't really be doing all of this crazy shit to hear the footsteps to this ridiculous degree if the audio wasn't such a ridiculously important thing in these games. If the footsteps are less prevalent, say completely silent with Ninja, then this whole thing's a lot less scary sounding overall. Just invented pay to hear. Honestly, any way that I think about this is just bad. Yeah, I don't think that it's just a good look overall. No matter how you spin it, it feels like it's either going to be a scam or it'll be a massive problem. It's one thing to be a company that specializes in this. It's a whole other thing that they completely partnered with them. They're in there. And apparently through the customized profile, they measure, like you have to take pictures or like video or something, your face and your ear shape and all this other shit. To me, that sounds like kind of bullshit. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of bullshit. They're talking about like, this is the personalized experience, and they're talking about the shape of your ear. I don't really see it. Are you gonna ask for a measurement on how much earwax I have in my left ear versus my right ear? What are we really talking about here? Kind of sounds more of like, that's just kind of bullshit. I shouldn't use the word scam either, because they are giving you a customized profile. There is just no proof it is exponentially better than what you already have, or even in comparison to the universal profile they already have for free. So, are you forced to get this? Absolutely not. Is it a good thing that this is introduced and they're officially partnered with them? I think this is a bad move here. It implies that their base audio is not the best product when they are officially partnering with them. It's a whole other thing if they weren't partnered. It already exists. Again, you are not forced to pay for it. There is a free profile as well if you like the sound of it or whatever. I'm probably not even going to try it unless I start hearing rumblings and people start freaking out about it. I'm sure that there will be some people that will immediately make a video on this. Content creators, especially like the analytical ones, will be all over this. I know that for a fact. A lot of those guys, you know, they can spare the $20, put it out there and let the public know, like, yo, this is what it does, this is, hopefully, preferably, they have more of a, like, actual breakdown overall to if it actually makes certain things easier to hear. Because it is also a little bit more difficult to showcase that in a video as well. Yeah, anyway, people have been tagging me in this. I'm not gonna freak out about it. Yeah, this is definitely not a good look overall, but, you know, it's Activision. What do you expect?